Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today is a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game,
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
what I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
26. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
On the carry.
The numbers a week ago for Michel. 15 carries, 92 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 3, Raiders nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback in his 9th season in the NFL. It's Ryan Tannehill.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it.
Pass. Complete to George Kittle.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Logan, the ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. Man, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On 2nd down now. It's Logan pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Logan. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. T.J. Logan with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
1-yard gain.
Second and 9 now. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
On first down, Tannehill. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. $10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Raiders 7.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This is Logan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run with Logan. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. And it's
out of the gun, Tannehill. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
And that makes it 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Chargers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. On 2nd down, Michel. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And on on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Shakes off the sack. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. From 10 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now,
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
On 3rd down, Logan. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's the Raiders punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Set on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. at their own 20.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tannehill throwing again. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
13 yards.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
At his own 49-yard line.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 34-21, the final. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. 28-13, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Rosas now to add the PAT. That'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger.
Going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up second.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to
something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
10 at the 15-yard line.
That was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the ball is knocked down. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll return it to the 24-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
24-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Third down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, Dorsett. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
Second down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now on a second and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Michelle. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on the carry there. That sets up a long third down. They'll set up to throw. That incomplete. He finds Sharp. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Oh, that was dangerous. Incomplete. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Complete to his tight end Sample. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill.
Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's
Tannehill on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Tannehill's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is right through.
The field goal,
and that will close the gap down to 14.
Chargers 31, Raiders 17.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
28-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Taken down and sacked.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Back to throw here. That will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the
fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Tannehill.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st down.
To the air again, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Ryan Tannehill sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Well, this
this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Left side, it's Dorson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to air it out for... And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA. Get ready, it's 1st and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final score.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So, for the Chargers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.